Students of class 7, today we are going to do Let's Work Out 22.4 of the chapter Framing Equation and its Solution. Come to question number 1. Sakil of Baripara divides his land into two parts for banana and betel leaf plantation. What is betel leaf? That kind of pan, okay, that we consume, that is mainly consumed in India and Asia. Okay, so and earns a total of rupees 2830. This is the total money which he earns from the betel leaf plantation. He got this much rupees 630 more than what he got from the banana plantation. So we will have to form the equation and then solve out. So let's form the equation using the given condition. Here we have the solution. From the banana plant, let he get rupees x. We are taking the amount of money which he got by planting the banana is x rupees. Next one, from the betel leaf plantation he got 630 rupees more than that which he got from the banana plantation. That means rupees x plus 630. 630 rupees more means what? Whatever he got from banana plantation, from that money he got 630 rupees more than that amount, okay, because here the money which he got from betel leaf plantation is dependent on the banana leaf plantation. That is why we are considering the banana plantation, the amount of money which he has got from banana plantation be as rupees x. Also given in the question that his total earning is rupees 3830. So this is the money which he has got from banana plantation and this is the money which he has got from betel plantation. So we are adding these two and getting this. So x plus 630, that is equals to 2830. Now x plus 630 is equals to 2830 also, or now this adding the variables together, x plus x, that means 2x. Now taking this plus 630 on the other side, just separately writing the constants. So 2830 minus 630 we will get equals to 2200. So x will be equals to 2200 by 2. This 2 goes down in the denominator and gets divided. So 2200 by 2, that means 1100. 1100. This is the value of x. So x we have taken the amount which we have obtained from banana plantation, which is rupees 1100 or 1100. Now move to the next sum. Question number 2. Here we have the length of Kumar's rectangular field is 1.5 times of its breadth. The perimeter of the land is 400 meter. Find the length and breadth of the Kumar's land. Now in the question it is said that length is this much times, means 1 by 2 times of its breadth. So that means what? The length is dependent on the breadth, means the length will have to be expressed in terms of its breadth. So let's come to the solution. Here we have the breadth of the field, rectangular field, to be as x meter. So the length will be 1.5 times of x. 1.5 times of x. So 1.5 times means this one. Mixed fraction, if we convert it into improper fraction, we will get 3x by 2 meter. So perimeter of the field equals to 2 into length plus breadth. 2 into length is x and breadth is 3x by 2. 2 into length plus breadth. And also given in the question that the perimeter of the land is 400 meter. So now by our calculation we have got this one as the perimeter. So we can say that by the problem this one is the perimeter. 2 into x plus 3x, 2 into whole x plus 3x by 2, which is equals to 400. Then after that we are multiplying 2 into x, which means 2x, 2 into 3x by 2, which means this 2 and 2 gets cancelled and you have only 3x, which is equals to 400. So 2x plus 3x equals to 400. Now 2x plus 3x means 5x, adding the variables, which is equals to 400. So x will be equals to 400 by 5 and after cancellation we are getting 80. So the value of x is 80. So we have taken the x to be as the breadth. So breadth is 80 meter and length in terms of its breadth is 3x by 2, which is equals to, now putting the value of x, 3x by 2. If I put the value of x, I can write it as 3 by 2 into 80. Now 2 I can cancel with 80, I will get 40. Now 3 into 40 is giving you 120 meter. So the length of the rectangle is or the rectangular field, it was in the question that the length of the rectangular field, or you can say the length of the rectangle is 120 meter and the breadth is 80 meter. Done. Now next sum, it is said, question number 3, divide rupees 170 among Manju, Kana and Amal in such a way that Kana gets rupees 30 less than twice the amount Manju gets and Amal gets rupees 15 more than half the amount Kana gets. So how much money each gets? So here, which one to consider as x, you understand this part properly. Here see that the amount of money Kana gets is dependent on the amount of money Manju gets, and the amount of money Amal gets is dependent on Kana. So ultimately the basic person on whose money the other's money is dependent is Manju, because here, just understand this part properly, Kana's money is dependent on Manju's money and Amal's money is again dependent on Kana's money. So Manju is the basic person on whose, in terms of whose the other's money has been expressed. So let the solution we are doing, let Manju get rupees x. So Kana will get, see, 30 less than twice the amount Manju gets. So that is why Kana will get 2x minus 30. 30 less means minus. So 2x minus 30, and Amal will get 15 more than half the amount Kana gets. So Amal will get rupees half more than the amount Kana gets, half of what the amount Kana gets plus 15 more than half the amount what Kana gets. So since Kana is getting this one and Amal will get, so Amal will get half of this one plus 15. Okay. So we have just, now we will have to apply the condition of the problem, that by the problem the total amount of money is 170. So we are adding the individual amount x plus 2x minus 30 plus half of 2x minus 30 plus 15 equals to 170. Then after that, x plus 2x minus 30, this half we are multiplying at first with 2x and again half we are multiplying with minus 30. So half of 2x means only x and half of minus 30 means, if I cancel out this one, 2 into 30, 1 by 2 into 30, you will get minus 15, because minus is always already over here, plus 15 equals to 170. And after that, let us move to the further calculation. See here, more calculation is given, that x plus 2x minus 30 plus x minus 15 from here which we have obtained plus 15 equals to 170. Now we can cancel out this minus 15 plus 15 over here and get x plus 2x plus x, that means x plus 2x means 3x, 3x plus x means 4x. 4x minus 30 equals to 170. So this minus 30 I am going to change the side. So it will become plus 30. So 170 plus 30, which is equals to 200. So 4x equals to 200. So x will be equals to 200 by 4. X will be equals to 200 by 4, which is equals to 50. So we have got the value of x, which is equals to 50. Now we will say that x is what? We have taken the amount Manju has bx. So Manju will get rupees 50. Kana will get 2 into x minus 30. It was 2 into x minus 30. So we are going to put the value of x over here. So 2 into x value is 50. 50 minus 30. So 2 into 50 means 100 minus 30. So after that we will get 70 as the answer. That is why we have got Kana gets rupees 70 and Amal's amount was, what did Amal get? Half of 2x minus 30 plus 15. So half of, you put the value of x, x's value is 50 minus 30 plus 15. So after that you will do the calculation and you will get rupees 50 as the answer. So Manju gets rupees 50, Kana gets rupees 70 and Amal gets rupees 50. This is the answer. Done. Now let us move to the next sum. It is said, question number 4, I have got some apples. I gave 2/3 of my apples to my brother. I am now left with 6 apples. Calculate how many apples I gave to my brother. So here, at first what we will do is, I will take the number of apples I have got to be as x. So the solution is, let I have got x apples. I gave my brother, see in the question it is said, I gave 2/3 of the apples to my brother. So initially if I x apples and if I give my brother 2/3, so this will be 2/3 of x, 2/3 of x means 2/3 into x. Now the numerator, it will get multiplied and you will get 2x by 3. This is the number of apple which your brother gets. So your brother gets 2x by 3 apples and you have x apples. According to the problem, the number of apple left with me is 6 after giving to my brother. So initially if I have x apples and I give 2x by 3 apples to my brother, then if I have 6 apples, then according to the problem I can write that x minus 2x by 3 equals to 6, because x is the total number of apples which I have and I gave my brother 2x by 3 number of apples. So by using the given condition of the question, we are forming the equation that x minus 2x by 3 is equals to 6. Then after that we have taken the LCM as 3. Then 3 into 1 means 3, x into 3 means 3x, 3 into 1 means 3, then you have 2x into 1 means 2x. So 3x minus 2x by 3 equals to 6. Then 3x minus 2x means x. So x by 3 equals to 6. Then this 3 is going to get on top and get multiplied, like x by 3 equals to 6. Then 3 will get multiplied x and you will get x equals to 3 into 6, which is equals to 18. Just cross multiplying you are doing. So the value of x is 18. So x I have taken as the number of apples which I have. So answer will be, number of apples I have is 18. I have 18 apples and my brother, I gave to my brother is 2x by 3. So in this case I will put the value of x. So 2 by 3 into 18. Now you cancel with 3, you will get 3, 6 are 18 and 6 into 2 gives you 12. So this is the number of apples which I have given to my brother. So initially I have 18 apples and I gave 12 apples to my brother. This will be the answer. Okay children, so you listen to the explanation of the problems from the video, and the basic thing in this type of problems is that the forming the equation part, that you need to first work out stepwise in order to form the equation. You need to read and understand the problem sum well. You need to understand the language of the question and also find out that which quantity you will need to consider as x. This part also you need to be careful about, that which one you need to consider as x. The x you will consider only that quantity, the value means on whose the other value will depend. Means suppose here just the last sum which we have done, here the number of apples which I have given to my brother was dependent on the apples which I have got. So in that case I have taken the number of apples which I have is x. Understood? So in this means in these type of sums you need to understand that which part or which quantity to take as x. You will always take that one only as x, or any other variable of your wish you can take. That is not mandatory that you will have to take x only, you can take any other alphabets of your wish. But in the question if it is mentioned that take this one as x, in that case you will have to take as x. And the other you will take that quantity as x and express the other quantities in terms of that quantities, and by understanding from the question according to the problem we will have to move stepwise and form the equation, and after that solve it out in the process which I have shown you before also. Then solve means find the values that is asked in the question. Okay children, so do these sums in your classwork notebook. Thank you for today.